Well, fellas, every once in a while I do manage to get a good score on eBay, and that was the case of this Viro. The picture on the listing was horrible, but I knew what I was looking for. This is actually a double shutter lock. I'll show you how it works in a minute. Very heavy lock and very old. When I lived in Italy, this was the lock of choice to lock up your motorcycle or your moped. I didn't expect it to come in the original box, which is quite a surprise. This has been in somebody's closet for a long time. Made in Italy. You can tell by the way this tape has discolored over the years, but it is a beautiful lock. Let me show you how this thing works. First of all, let's look at the keyway. You notice it is a Yale type keyway, and then we have an exaggerated curve on the tip of that tail up in the top of there. Now, Viros are known to be good quality locks, very good quality in fact, and they're also known to have security pins, almost always spools. And when you put spools in a keyway like this, what you really want are high cuts, because it makes it impossible, or almost impossible, to reach up in there, squeeze your pick around that corner and reach those, to push those pins up to the highest cuts. I didn't see the key before I bought it, but I couldn't ask for a better cut on this key. Just awesome. It works beautifully, rotates 90 degrees, and it is key retaining. And when you get there, you can remove these two shutters individually. Then, locking up your motorcycle, you stick your chain in one side, slide the shackle in, slide it in the other side, slide that shackle in, lock it, remove your key. Now, I know a lot of you might think this is too small to be a motorcycle chain, but I got a really small motorcycle. But it's all my wife will let me have. But let's see if we can't pick this. Now, it is a very heavy lock, and even more so with this hunk of P-Wig chain on there. So I'm just going to leave it on the table. I'm going to zoom down, and you can kind of see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to use bottom of the keyway, and I'm going to do that because I can't pick from down here anyway, and I don't really have a decent tension wrench to go up there. So that might work. It looks like it might pinch, though. Let's try the bigger one. And if not, we'll just go back to that ought to work. All right, you notice that when it turns, it angles, so it's angling up against the core. It doesn't get bound up against the bottom of it like that previous one. And on the top there, it just barely clears that little ledge, and that's the ledge I'm going to be picking from. I'm going to try, because we know I've got to pick around a corner. I'm going to try this guy. First of all, I've seen the key, and I know how deep I'm going to have to pick up inside of that curve. So I'm going to pick a very thin, very high-rise pick. This is a DeForest diamond, and this is from the Praxis kit, 15 thousandths of an inch, so I can actually bend the tip if I give it enough leverage. So let's try it. If not, I've got some dynamite in the shed out and back. We'll give it a shot. All right, here we go. Light tension. Try to keep this centered. I'm just going to hold it. See what we got. Find a binder. There's pin 4. He is binding, and I'm getting also a little bit of counter rotation. And I got a fault set already. So this tells me that every single pin in this thing is probably a spool. I'm on pin 2. I'm getting a good amount of counter. Let me turn it a little bit so you can see my finger. Getting a little bit of counter rotation there. Okay, I got a fault set still, so that was pin 2. I'm on pin 6. I'm getting counter rotation. See it? And I've lost the fault set. So let's go back and check 3 and 2. There we go. 3. He was the 1. Now let's see if 2's okay. So where is that next binder? Okay, I'm on pin 5, getting counter rotation just like we'd expect. Oops. And again, I've lost that fault set. Let me check up here in the front, see if one of those guys fell back. Nope. So I touched pin 5 again, so apparently I had not set him all the way back to the fault set. I'm on pin 2, again with a counter rotation. He's falling back down on us. Good. We're good. Try pin 1. Not yet. Where are you? I'm going to have to wedge it up through that warding, trying to find a pin that gives us something. There it is. Pin 2 again. More counter rotation. Come on. Okay, we're looking for the next guy. Feels like pin 1, but I can't get the pickup in there at this angle. Let me try something with a little more. Since it's the very first one, I'm going to go to this SSDev hook. I can't use it on any pin past pin 1, but I think this is the best angle to get at pin 1. There we go. Fits right up there, and that was the last one. All right. All right, guys, it's not always high-tech pins. Spools are, we've all figured out, they're not that difficult. But when you put spools in a high-tolerance lock like this one, and you put it into a keyway like this one, you can see that even the lowly spool can give you quite a run for your money. Anyway, I really enjoy getting this. I don't often keep locks. I think I'm going to keep this one simply because it has sentimental value. I use one exactly like this to lock up my motorcycle when I lived in Italy. Beautiful lock, and I'm going to hang it up on the wall. Anyway, fellas, thanks for your time. Stay safe. Stay legal.